Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I know I'm a little tardy, but I'm here. I'm kind of a lot tardy, but I hope you are all having a great week so far. Happy Thursday to all of you. This is morning message number 457. Again, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. And I do so each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. Our Screamer community had an opportunity to meet last evening, as we do with our Screamer meetups. It was so super fun. That for those of you that weren't able to make it, no problem. I'll be sending out the recap video shortly in a little bit today. So no hesitation. We tend to meet our Screamer community every 2 weeks. We're moving some dates around and times around to see if more folks can join us. We have some new Screamers from both England and Scotland and additional time zones that we're trying to accommodate for. So we're doing our best. Thanks to Sadie and Leslie, Allison and Ivan, our team is growing and we're really looking to build as much as we possibly can to service all of you. Our goal through the morning message each and every day is to inspire you and motivate you to keep moving in the right direction. So thank you so much for continuing to tune in. If you do swing by and you see us, or see me kind of delivering this morning message, don't forget to say hello. There's nothing more important than being seen and being heard, and I'd like to see and hear from you. So today, my darlings, there's this notion of perfection. And I had done a TikTok yesterday about the changing social media platforms and what that feels like now versus what it felt like before. What it felt like before is that you could feel comfortable posting about your day-to-day activities, your cheeseburger, your Halloween costume. Now, because the platforms are changing so much, it's really favoring extroverts like myself, right? It's favoring extroverts that are editing and creating all of these different reels and TikToks and stories and all these motion types of videos and getting away from just simple posts, messages, and delivering just simple content. And what's happening is that a lot of our introverts out there, a lot of individuals who are not necessarily feeling as comfortable in front of the camera, definitely don't want to have time editing content, are feeling discouraged about posting on social media and posting within the space. And I find it tragic, right? Now these platforms that are available to us that for us to be able to, in fact, scream our dream, those individuals whose voices aren't as loud or feeling intimidated by thinking that they have to edit mass reels or become the next TikTok sensation. And so what I want you guys just to remember that perfection isn't necessary to communicate the features and benefits of what you've got going on. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be part of the process. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be part of the process. So if you think that you need to become the next major editor in order to get content to be seen or get enthusiasm or people to be able to pay attention to what it is you're putting out into the world, it's just not true. Yes, the algorithms are favoring these highly produced pieces of content, but you do not need everyone. You don't need everyone. You just need the right people. So we need to begin to speak to the right people and not feel so overwhelmed that you have to be overly produced or you have to become a master editor to get these reels the way that they need to be or to get these stories nice and shiny or become, again, a next TikTok sensation. All you have to do is be willing to reach your ideal target market, where they are, sharing what it is that you have to offer. And this idea of perfection, of being, an influencer that has everything in the proper space and proper scenario, we have to dilute that as much as we possibly can. We have to be able to focus on, okay, what is my messaging and who I am authentically? And let me share that as often as I possibly can with the confidence that the right people will see it. And that's what I want to encourage all of you to do. And it's not about being perfect. It's not about even having everything completely mapped out. Some of you may believe this or not. I don't map these out. This comes to me based on whatever it is that I'm doing. And even if I interview individuals, whether I travel around the country or do it via Zoom or sitting next to them in any room, I let the questions come from myself based on my inquisitive nature about what it is that individual does and what their contributions are. Good morning, Candy. And so what I do in that space is that I allow for who it is that I am as an authentic human to be shared. But here's the thing. Some of us aren't living in this confident space all of the time. And these social media platforms are making it very uncomfortable for people to share their authenticity. They think they have to be overly produced. They think they have to be overly edited in order to be heard. And I want to really bring the social back to the social media space. Yes, I am proficient in public speaking. Yes, I do enjoy a good video. You know that. And that's the basis and foundation of what This Is It Network is. But that doesn't mean that that's the only way that you can communicate effectively on these platforms. That doesn't mean, hello, Mary Jane. That doesn't mean that this is the only way that you can be able to move forward. You introverts out there, I celebrate you. And just because your voice or octave isn't as loud as mine doesn't mean your voice should not be heard. This idea that we need to become the next TikTok sensation or we need to all become videographers is not true. But what is true is that I want for you to be able to share your story. I want you to be able to elevate your voice. I want you to be able to feel confident in sharing who you are, what you want, and why you deserve it. And that can be in whatever form of platform or content that you choose. It could be within a still photo or a graphic. It can be in a blog post or a message. But what I don't want you to do is feel so intimidated that you share nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be from you, about you in this current space, and it has to be honest. But you don't have to feel as if that you need to be an Emmy Award-winning producer in order to tell your story. And I think that what is happening with the changing of all of the social media platforms is that it feels like that. What's happening with a lot of the young people and even more as the seasoned people like myself is that you find yourself on these social media platforms into the wee hours of the night. You haven't posted anything in months. You are now a voyeur of all the content. These social media platforms that used to be social are now just broadcasting outlets. They're similar to your television, right? Now it's a situation as if this is cable TV, but you have the opportunity to comment if you like. We're not engaging in the platforms the way that we used to. We're just watching them. And what I want us to do is to think about how we can become more engaged, how we can utilize these free tools to be able to tell our story and connect with our community, but to do it in a way that is comfortable for us. That you don't have to fake it till you make it. You don't have to become a producer. You simply have to become a storyteller. So for me, for you, I want you to focus today in today's morning message in just doing you and not being focused on being perfect. I want you today to share something on your platforms. Let people know what it is that you're up to, who it is that you are, what you want, and why you deserve it. Because they can't buy from you if they can't find you. And my goal for all of you is to be found. And for what everyone finds as it relates to the products and services that you offer is consistent with the conversations you want for them to have. So we are not going to focus on being perfect, but we are going to focus on showing up and allowing for what we show up with and for and to tell our story in our absence. I, my darlings, am Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. We are going to use our voice. We are going to tell our story. My goal is for all of you to scream your dream. I'm so excited about our upcoming women's conference that will be happening in Atlantic City. Thank you so much for watching. Our Atlantic City conference, our This Is It TV Live, will be happening on August 18th, 19th, and 20th. A link to more information about that conference can be found within the post. We are so excited and grateful to Stockton University's Atlantic City campus for allowing us to come over and hang out on the island. We'll be working with Caesars and Tropicana as it relates to some rooms. So all of that information will be launched today. Leslie from our team, our director of events, is absolutely killing it and pulling everything together to ensure that you will all have a wonderful and remarkable time. So we'd love for that to happen. We also just launched our weekly lives. So we have got a lot of lives going on. We'll be live every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern on our Instagram. We've been slacking a little bit, so I want to make sure that we're telling stories on that platform as well. Again, like I had mentioned to you, video is where I live. For sure. But that doesn't mean you have to live there. That doesn't mean that's the only way that you can communicate. I need you to find your voice, however it is that you can find it, and share it with people who deserve what it is that you have going on. If you need me for anything, any questions about your personal brand or how to elevate your voice, I'm always available for you. Just click any of the links within the post, and I promise you, I'll be in touch. Again, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I will see you soon. Take care.